Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Common Sense Crypto Channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great, great world. We're going to talk about XRP and a few other things that are going on as well. Now, in yesterday's video, I talked about how they mentioned crypto as a matter of national security or a national security risk. Then I pointed out that Biden getting money from China seems a lot bigger risk, and it looks like that amped up today. According to a report from Fox News today, Bank of America, JP Morgan, and other major banks have been subpoenaed by the House Oversight Committee over President Biden's family financial records. And you know they're going to find that money coming in from China, which I believe is a much bigger risk to national security than crypto ever will be. JP Morgan CEO Dimon on the debt ceiling. He says, as long as I'm alive, the U.S. will not default. I thought that was funny. I wanted to share it with all of you. But we're at a time right now where they don't care about adding more debt because we never intend on paying any of that debt back. That's why they're also not worried about the current financial system collapsing, because once this system collapses, they'll bring in the new system. They'll get that restart, that reset that they want. Thailand opposition leader promises $300 crypto airdrop per citizen if elected prime minister in May. So it looks like crypto got a new use case. Politicians can buy the next election. The position on crypto regulation is going to make or break politicians in every election going forward. The power of the people is much stronger than the people in power. Now, I feel as far as the 2024 elections, pro-crypto politicians can gain the upper hand. Because right now we're at a time where people are no longer trusting the banks. They're pulling their money away from the bank. Where are they putting it? Most of them are probably putting it in crypto so they can get the most gains. The problem is new people coming into crypto, they are under the assumption that it's a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not. You need patience to get rich in crypto, unless you're very lucky and you come in at the exact right time where you put money in and within a couple weeks, all of a sudden a massive green candle show up. But for the most part, you better have patience. Ripple mentioned as the only platinum partner at Digital Monetary Institute CBDC Symposium, May 2023. Now look at some of the names there. Bank of Israel, Bank of Ghana, European Banking Authority. The list goes on and on. I believe Ripple's there to sign up new customers. We're probably going to see a lot of big announcements come from this in the near future. Breaking, the European Central Bank President Christine Lagarde has revealed plans to launch a CBDC called the Digital Euro in October. Ripple is probably playing a part there as well. These 6 words from David should carry us until the next wave. Now, David Schwartz says, all of these things are true. So 10 things the XRP community needs to get right. Number 1, XRP can't be pegged to gold, silver, or anything else. Now, early on, I was under the assumption when I first got into crypto that XRP was always supposed to be backed by gold. Then you give it thought and you realize it doesn't need to be backed by anything. I talked about that in yesterday's video. XRP can't magically just become a stable coin. You know, everybody's always saying XLM and XRP are definitely going to be stable coins in the future. Stable coins issued on the XRP ledger are not XRP. The XRP ledger requires electricity to operate. XRP can only exist on the XRP ledger, otherwise it's an IOU. XRP has nothing to do with ISO 222. Interledger doesn't require XRP. All the money in the world will not run across the XRP ledger. That one's definitely true. Like I always tell you, XLM is going to move money. XDC is going to be tied to a lot of money. HBAR is going to be tied to money. The list goes on. That's why I always tell you, diversify around these utility coins, these ISO coins. The U.S. government is not going to buy back your XRP. That is 100% true. That buyback plan, in my opinion, was a scam from day one. RippleNet is totally different from the XRP ledger. That's also true. RippleNet opens the door for XRP to come in later with that on-demand liquidity. Now, when this first got tweeted out, people thought it was some sort of code that they had to decode that David was talking about. Other people said David's just being sarcastic. Other people are looking at it as David trying to shake out weak hands all of a sudden. Take it for what you will. But some of the things here are definitely true. If countries are seeking for an alternative to US dollars at the moment, then the CBDCs are just a bunch of incompetent jokers. And I say Ripple ODL takes over like a virus. And let them know that moving money shouldn't cost more than a fraction of a penny. That's why the banks don't like Ripple. That's why the banks are fearing XRP, because it takes away all those bank fees in the future. XRP can't be dirt cheap. David also said this. It can't be dirt cheap. That doesn't make any sense. If XRP costs $1, they need a million XRP, which would cost $1 million. If XRP costs $1 million, they need one XRP, which would again cost $1 million. Now, my opinion is this. I believe XRP is definitely going to be at a high price in the future. And I think it's going to get there gradually and then all of a sudden a burst to the upside. Because if you're going to move money on a daily basis, especially gold-backed money, which it looks like country after country is pushing towards, there's a lot of value there. It can't be where it's sitting at now. It has to be, in my opinion, 589 is very achievable. John Deaton clarified his statement about the possible end of the Ripple SEC case on May 6th. Pro-crypto lawyer and legal representative for XRP holders John Deaton has provided clarity regarding his statement about the possible end of the SEC case against Ripple on May 6th. According to Deaton, the suggestion is based on a previous case made by the same judge, Annalisa Torres, who then granted summary judgment 60 days after her Dober decision. So May 6th or around May 6th could be the possible day. It's much better than Jeremy Hogan predicting 2026, but that's only if Ripple was to lose. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Pro XRP lawyer says one of SEC claims against Ripple is correct. Bill Morgan, an Australian-based pro-XRP lawyer, said that the SEC may be correct in one of its claims against Ripple. In its summary judgment motion, the SEC alleges that many investors purchased XRP hoping to make profits through Ripple's efforts. Interestingly, the SEC expert admitted that Bitcoin and Ethereum gains account for 90% of XRP returns from mid to 2018 to date. Despite the expert's analysis, the SEC still insists that XRP investors rely on Ripple's efforts for gains. Now, when I bought XRP, I had no idea what Ripple even was. And I still believe XRP moves with Bitcoin and Ethereum. But at some point, they're going to break apart. XRP is definitely going to rise up and leave Bitcoin behind at some point in the future. But all along the way, the SEC is trying to still say that people are buying based on what Ripple is doing, that Ripple's going to add that value to XRP by itself. I'm not seeing it. XRP moves with the market. No matter what happens with the SEC, Ripple has already won. Now, I wanted to share this with you because I thought this was really funny, the way they worded this. Ripple has long served as a punching bag for jaded crypto folk until Gary Gensler. Gensler is the Cruella de Vil to crypto's 101 market caps. The SEC has come for Kraken, Genesis, and Gemini. Although it was very late to the latter two, Gensler has prosecuted LBRY and sued Degenerate-in-Chief Justin Sun over his TRX and BitTorrent offerings just last month. Now he's angling for the biggest fish, Coinbase, posturing to sue the top U.S. crypto exchange for trading in alleged unregistered securities. But while the SEC has dished out more than 80 enforcement actions against crypto startups since 2017, 30 of them last year, there is one case that trumps almost all others, the SEC versus Ripple. Although many crypto industry observers previously saw Ripple as the butt of the joke, the SEC case, win or lose, is sparking what appears to be the 180-degree change in how crypto diehards viewed a long derailed company. People are starting to realize Ripple's out there fighting for them as well. But I thought it was funny the way they talked about Gary being Cruella de Vil. Ripple's policy chief clashes with SEC Chair Gary Gensler on crypto securities compatibility. In a recent public statement, Ripple's chief policy chief criticized Gensler's stance on cryptocurrencies, arguing that the SEC chair's views are overly restrictive and false. Susan Friedman pointed out that in contrast to securities, cryptocurrencies typically don't entail a financial claim on the issuer and can be settled in real time without intermediaries. She argues that the distinctions necessitate, oh my God, tailored regulations rather than blanket statements, asserting that one size fits all approach is the most appropriate course of action. Well, I like the way everybody at Ripple seems to slam the SEC. You know, if Ripple was so scared of the SEC or thought they were going to lose, would they be out there slamming Gary almost on a daily basis? I don't think so. Top Republican takes aim at SEC boss over crypto regulation. Now, this is, in my opinion, Bill Emmer or Tom Emmer is probably one of the most pro-crypto people I see out there today. House Majority Whip Tom Emmer criticizes SEC Chairman Gary Gensler during a recent appearance on the Unchained podcast with Laura Shin, accusing him of being a bad faith regulator who is hampering the growth of cryptocurrency industry in the United States. Emmer argued that Gensler has been blindly spraying the crypto community with enforcement actions while ignoring the true bad actors in the space. The congressman vowed to continue to raise the siren of hypocrisy and work with nonpartisan colleagues like Representatives Ro Khanna, Darren Soto, and Richie Torres to support the growth of digital asset and cryptocurrency community. Emmer contrasted the SEC's approach with that of the CFTC, which recently sued Binance for allegedly offering unregistered crypto derivatives products to U.S. customers. I like the way Tom Emmer talks about the SEC. I cannot wait for him to take down Gary at some point. That two different exchanges can be sanctioned by two different regulators for alleged violations of entirely different regulatory regimes shows the increased complexity of the operating environment for crypto firms in the United States as a turf war between the SEC and the CFTC escalates. That's a full-on war right now, and I believe that the CFTC is, we got to hope that the CFTC comes out on top because they look at crypto as commodities, not securities. The 10 best countries to launch your startup, and guess what? The United States isn't one of them. We're watching innovation walk out of this country continually while Gary is still in charge at the SEC. That needs to come to an end. That's why these politicians need to rein him in. But with that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you watching my videos. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.